Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, it's a little windy out here today. This is my 2012 Mitsubishi Lancer. I believe I have put this car on this channel before. Um, I used to rent out this car on Turo, and I bought this about 2 years ago. And recently I found out, as the title suggests, that I was scammed on Facebook Marketplace. You can see the damages on the car. Um, the rear bumper is broken and loose, um, as well as the front bumper. You can see it's more loose over here. So that's part of the story, but just to start from the beginning, I bought this car on Facebook private sale 2 years ago. So if you didn't know, that Turo has the requirement of the cars to be 12 years or newer, or to have less than, here in Canada, to have less than 200,000 kilometers on them when it's being listed. And of course, it has to be like a clean title vehicle. It can't be rebuilt or, of course, not salvaged either. Anyway, so yeah, I got scammed on Facebook Marketplace, and it was entirely my fault. When I bought this car, I wasn't as experienced. I am now. I'm better at checking cars now than I was before. Um, yeah, and you live and you learn. I made a mistake buying this car. So yeah, to start from the beginning, I paid, I think, close to 9,000, maybe a bit more with taxes on this car. So the day that I went to see the car, it looked very clean. Interior was clean. Well, the interior is clean right now as well. You'll see the seats are pretty pristine. No rips or tears. Dashboard also very pristine for the year and the age. One other reason for me to buy a Mitsubishi was because their engine and transmission is great. You don't really see a lot of them have any sort of engine problems or transmission problems. Anyway, so when I test drove the car, I wasn't able to test drive it on the highway, which was a red flag. And when I did test drive it, it was only on smooth roads, not any sort of broken roads, with which you can sort of check the condition of the suspension. You can see here that the condition of this headlight and this headlight is not the same, and it's pretty obvious that it got into a front-end collision. Also, you can check that the body line does not match, and the hood would get stuck over here. Not that it gets stuck right now, but it did before. Anyway, so the day that I saw the car, everything was good. For the road that I test drove the car on, it was good. I couldn't really take it up to 100 kilometers per hour. I think I had to kind of cap out at like 60 or 70, which is not great. To check the engine and transmission, you should take the car up to highway speeds, and of course, to check the brakes and rotors, you need to slow down from a higher speed to see if the steering wobbles or anything. And like I said before, to check the transmission, take it on like a broken road, see if you hear sounds. Yeah, so when I first bought the car, everything checked out. I think I paid for the car after 2 or 3 days, and while on my way driving home, I was very, very disappointed with my purchase, because I started hearing a lot of suspension noise, especially from the front left wheel. And it's a little soft, like the noise is a little soft right now, but not completely. If you go over broken roads, you would still hear like a lot of noise from the suspension. And honestly, given the price of the car, it's not worth fixing all the suspension components. Even my mechanic checked it. He wasn't able to really pinpoint exactly what to change for the noise to go away. But regardless, I was renting it out like that. Obviously, I let the guests know that, okay, it's an older car. You're gonna hear a bit of a noise going over broken roads, and to be honest, most of them did not mind because I priced the vehicle fairly as well. So yeah, but of course you do get some customers who would mind. But again, they got a good deal on the vehicle. Anyway, so fast forward. Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. So when I did buy the vehicle, I did check Carfax. I'm not sure if I bought the Carfax or if the seller showed me the Carfax that he had, and it did not have too many records, and of course no damage history on the Carfax, which again is a big red flag because I knew that the car had a front end collision. If you didn't know, I believe Carfax doesn't update right away. It does take some time, 1 or 2 months to update. Yeah, so fast forward to 2 weeks ago, one of my guests got into an accident with the car. He claims that he was on the highway, and I think he was exiting, so he was stopped at the red light, and then he got rear-ended. It was a little worse than what it is right now, and then that resulted in him to bump into the car that was at the front, and that's why you see the damage at the front end. Again, no way for me to know whose fault it was. I wasn't present. Again, I don't have to deal with it. Turo deals with stuff like that. Anyway, so on my part, I just had to take pictures and submit it on Turo to make the claim, and then a day later they contacted me, and then they said that, okay, your car was a total loss before. So before I listed it on Turo, it was a total loss, and I of course had no idea that it was. Even that my ownership that I have shows that it's a clean title. I don't know how that works. I think the reason it's a clean title is because the owner just sold it. It didn't go through any sort of insurance, so that's why it's still a clean title vehicle, even though it has a total loss on it. But yeah, like I told Turo that I had no idea. Maybe the seller that I bought it from misled me. Like I said, I checked Carfax when I bought the car. It didn't show anything, and the title that I have is also a clean title. So they did reimburse me for the damages. However, they said that the car cannot be listed on the platform again. Yeah, kind of sucks, but of course, you always have to be. Oof, it's really hot inside the car. You always have to be very careful about when you buy cars on Facebook Marketplace, because a lot of people are out there to take advantage of you. If you ever buy a vehicle with a front end collision, make sure that the AC is working, because a lot of times there will be like AC gas leaks, and very difficult for mechanics to fix them, and then they would charge you a fortune to find the leak and repair the leak. I did replace the vehicle on the platform already, and maybe I'll show you guys what I bought. I did add Mazda 2s and CX-5, a couple of CX-5s. Great cars as of now. yeah, anyway, if you guys have any questions, just leave it down below in the comments, and please subscribe to my channel to help me to grow this channel. And I'll see you in the next one.